And cultural achievement ceremonies, replacing graduation ceremonies, highlight underrepresented communities across campus. So we've got Virginia Tech University, which is offering 10 different cultural graduation scenarios. So white kids go to the big one, and everybody else can go to the big one, but then all non-white kids and all non-cisgenders get their own special cultural graduation that the university pays for, where you get cultural gifties. So as long as you're not white and heterosexual, you get to graduate multiple times. And if you happen to have a black mother, a white father, a gay uncle, and a transgender daughter, you can attend 14 or 15 of these and get all of the goodies that boring old white kids can't get. They're called cultural achievement ceremonies, 10 of them. Virginia Tech, we'll give you an example of one of them. The Virginia Tech Gesta Latina, a Hispanic Latino achievement ceremony, celebrates the accomplishments of Hispanic and Latino undergraduate and graduate students. Students receive a commemorative stole and enjoyed a reception with family, friends, faculty, and staff following the ceremony.
Okay, so I took a breakdown of all of the 10 that they offer. And what can happen is it actually happened before the big one. And it was purposeful. So it happened on 2 days, on a Wednesday and a Thursday, and I looked at all the different times. And according to the university, graduating students who wish to participate, they had to register for this event, but they may register for as many events as you would like. So there are 10 events, some of them overlap and some of them don't. So if you really, really wanted to, you could register for all 10 of them and go to all 10, and then at every one of them, except for international, they didn't list any prize goodies for them, but everyone else you can get cords or the commemorative stole, and you get to wear those at the big ceremony that weekend. So realistically, you could come out at the big ceremony with every color of the rainbow, because of course for the lavender ceremony, the LGBT,
what a statement!
You get a rainbow cord.
What a statement that mosaic would make.
And then you get the commemorative stole at various ones. So some of the other ones, the Aliyah, that's for Jewish students. You get a blue and white cord. Muslim, they get a stole. The Gesta Latina you mentioned. Lavender, they get the rainbow. International kids. Sorry.
What color for the Christian kids?
Wait, you know what? Christian's not on there.
Not there,
Somehow
not
they missed
there.
that.
Somehow to include Christians is wrong. To include boring old white people is wrong. Cisgendered people is wrong. We celebrate them at the big graduation they get their diploma. That's where they get celebrated, because apparently graduation is a white man's construct. So we got to have the cultural diversity graduations.
What's interesting, they actually have a ceremony for recovering students of recovery. So if they've been battling any sort of addictions, they get their own ceremony too, and they get purple cords because purple is for recovery. But that one is also that ceremony was going on at the same time as the veterans ceremony.
Oh my.
So in the veterans ceremony, which was kind of cool, they get a red, white, and blue cord, which I think that's pretty sweet.
One of the participants in this, a student by the name of Yebsersa Bogali, I assume from Africa, expects a similar experience when she extends this year's donning of the kente ceremony for African students. Bogali said that attending the donning of the kente during her first year helped her acclimate to being at a predominantly white institution, right? And so weep for these kids that get to leave their native countries where there is recession and depression and disease and plague, and come to racist American universities. They leave all of that first world civilization in the Central Africa behind. They come to the racist backwater that is Virginia, right? They suffer through having to go to school with white kids, but thank God they get a little taste of Africa to allow them to acclimate, because without that, however would these poor kids fit in?